It's Colleen Schmidt from Divination Counseling Service. Today presenting the sign of Capricorn for June 2021. So if you are a Capricorn rising, a Capricorn Ascendant, or a Capricorn Moon, there could be a message in this video for you here today. Before I begin, as always, I'd like to take a moment of gratitude. First of all, to thank you for watching this video, but also to ask if you wouldn't subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thank you. Please like, share, and comment. I'd love to hear from you. But most importantly, I just want to thank you for helping me to build this channel. With that said, we're going to be doing a Celtic cross with the Rider Waite Deck, the English version today. We're going to, of course, at the very end, pull 3 clarifying cards to create a block. When we're finished with that, we'll come back and on the computer, because I have to do on the computer, I'm in the middle of a remodel, if you will, of my office, relocation or whatever, reconstruction. And as a result, we have to look at the asteroids off of the computer. So let's cross our fingers that I don't mess it up. I have done that today, and I'm just hoping I'm getting better as I go. So with that said, let's go and check out what the cards have to say for you, my Capricorn friends. So we are setting up to find out what card the cards will choose for our significator today. Boy, they're a little wild. I've been doing this for a while, and I guess the cards are getting excited. Okay. Before they jump all over the table, let's choose a significator. So they feel like they've taken. I got energy. So the card that was chosen for you, wow, Capricorn, is money. Inheritances sometimes, money that comes into the household through other sources. This could also be buying something, but the money is already there. But whatever it is that you're buying does enhance your life. Good job. Good job. So we're going to look now for what crosses you. So what crosses you is, and this card could be a lack of support circumstances, could be a female, maybe doesn't feel well. Here, this card could indicate that what crosses you could be low energy. Maybe you don't feel that great, but it could also be that you're feeling a lack of support. Okay. The card that the foundation is an upside down Queen of Cups, which is a lack of commitment, not making promises. And again, it could be related to a circumstance. It is a queen, could be a woman. Interestingly enough, could also be about truth coming out because she has the cup that's closed. And upside down, it could be that. But really clearly, it looks like with the 2 females, definitely on some level, feeling that you're not being supported in the way that you would like. That's a definite factor. What's passing you is because you've been going through a storm, and it's really difficult for you to see how this is all going to work out. Interesting, it starts with money, but all of that factors with a storm. There are some new beginnings for you starting in June, though. The crowning of this card reading is new beginnings. This is all about new beginnings, even if you can't see them in the very beginning because of the storm. So it might not always be so obvious what's happening. But above that 10 is new beginnings. So you've got, you're maybe making an investment in something. I do believe it'll pan out. What's in front of you? Aha! This card's interesting because upside down is bad. It means, right side up, I'm sorry. It means giving up, wanting to throw in the towel, being very frustrated, just kind of really disappointed in things. Upside down, however, it's a lot of attention and generosity from other people. And it's interesting because you haven't been getting any support, and there's a lack of promise and a lack of commitment. But it does seem like as June comes on, you find the support that you need. You find the attention, the generosity, and the kindness of others. So it is changing. What you bring, well, you're not fulfilled. So as you begin your month of June, there will be a dissatisfaction with the way everything is. And again, remember, it starts because of the lack of support. What the external circumstances bring, you will get what you need. Just as the cards have promised, you will get what you need. You'll get the physical support and help that you will need. That's awesome. Your fears, that you'll be overwhelmed, or that somebody hasn't been completely honest with you. That's definitely a fear card. So that's an external negative, if you will. But it's really something that you have. There's a fear here, Capricorn, that you'll be overwhelmed or that you're not getting the complete truth. The outcome card is a good reminder that this is not it yet. It's still being worked on, it's still being worked out, and it's still being worked through. So obviously that's not a very good outcome. Not that it's a bad outcome, it's just not a clear outcome. So let's grab our 3 cards. And it tells us that you could have reunions with people that you haven't seen for a while. And this will make you feel really good. This will put you, Capricorn, in a proper frame. And this might be where some of the attention and generosity will come from. So these are either planned events, where you haven't seen the person for a while and you're now planning to see them, but it could also be running into people out on the street or in a store somewhere, especially now that people are more out and about. And even though you might not be feeling all that great when you initially run into them, you'll feel a whole lot better when you do. So good for you, Capricorn. Kind of looking at the past to realize how far you've come in the present. More good news. There's a lot of happiness around you in the month of June. Maybe it's a vacation, maybe it's a wedding, maybe it's a reception, maybe it's just a family reunion of sorts. But I really feel, and it's interesting because it kind of goes with this, people you haven't seen for a while, reunions, but it's a bunch of people and everybody is celebrating and they're so happy. The final card, which is really much more of an outcome than the 3 of Pentacle, is in the upside down position, is the Ace of Wand. You are making new connections. You are starting new beginnings. And these will be so much more supportive and helpful. And it is what crowned the reading. So it's talking money and connection. That's what you're going to begin in June. But they're seeds. They're just beginning. But whatever is going on is driving you right into the direction of these new beginnings and starting these new beginnings. How wonderful. How wonderful, Capricorn. So let's check out, I'm going to get to my computer now and find these asteroids. Okay, so I have them. Let's see what we've got. All right. So Capricorn, let's start with the Aries point. And here I feel like a couple of things could be going on. There is a lot of excitement about something. Now this could be something like of the heart. This could be like turned on sexually, but it could also be something related to the heart or to the reproduction organs, okay? There is definitely something going on. It's not always going to be obvious, as the energy of Capricorn is normal for this time of year, but it's retrograde because this is, of course, more of a winter sign and we are headed into summer. The retrograde here, though, will make some of this a little less obvious. And one of the things that I really do pick up is credibility. And this could be that you're striving for credibility. It could be that you're looking for credibility. Some of the cards do look like that too. But I'm going to tell you that nothing is going to be easily resolved, or solutions will not be that easy with Astrea. The other thing is that sometimes you have to trust what you see. And I don't know, Capricorn, if you would allow yourself to do that. And one of the reasons why I say that is because, and for most of us, you have to believe what you see. You have to believe what you see. And for this, I really do pick up, and it could be that you're around people who are not believing what they see. And that would be another way that this energy could manifest. But I'm also picking up from this the idea of Merlin. And it makes me suspect that there is a real fear that somebody is actualizing this or making this happen. And that in and of itself could be a credibility question. So are they credible, or are they good at illusions? And so you have to look at that. I do believe that there's going to be a lot of times where news is going to reach you anyway, but you might be hounded by news. And this could be just information that's coming to you, and you might feel a bit hounded. This also accentuates animals, and that includes pets as well as the wild animals. And that might come to your attention a lot this month. Realize that some of the news that you're acquiring this month, some of it will be grave, okay, important. Some of it will be related to opportunities, very serious look at opportunities. Sometimes with the opportunity, you're going to have to hunt it out, okay? Other times you could be hounded by opportunities, and there you would have to make sense of that. It does remind us that some of the information, some of the news, especially the grave stuff, and even the opportunities, you have to be very discerning about information in general, because some of it could be about humiliating factors. So it's not all good, is what I'm trying to get at, just a lot of it. And the fact is that it is a time of transformation. And in your transformation, and in the transformation that's going on around you, being around people that are experienced, being around people that have experience can be very helpful as you move on to the next step. And it's interesting because new beginnings are highlighted, but one new beginning in particular is talking about connections. And that's what the asteroids are talking about. And again, they're not necessarily saying, oh, it's going to all be fixed up instantly. I think it's through a process of transformation and learning, but also having people around you that have an expertise or know-how can also be extremely enlightening and helpful to you, even when you're feeling a little bit low, maybe a little bit oppressed by everything that's going on around you. So there isn't a whole lot, going on in Capricorn. However, that Pluto is still there. It's retrograde action, indicating it's not going to leave Capricorn anytime soon, but it is asking you to look at what's going on around your life and to almost in a way to, I'm going to say to make sense of it, but in that process to understand what's an opportunity and what isn't. To understand that there are certain things going on in your life that are not right and can end up being egg on your face. So there's this real fine line. And I'm not surprised with Pluto there, because Pluto is considered the great transformer. And the beauty of Pluto is that you understand through any Pluto energy that you have nothing to do with it. That when the universe decides it's time to pull the rug out from under you, that's Pluto, and that's Pluto's job. The job of Pluto is to help us evolve and transform and to be strengthened in who we are as people. And that's what you're experiencing right now, Capricorn. And though Astrea tells you that it may not be easily resolved nor figured out, it does want you to know that you're on the right track and that you are learning, you are evolving, and you are transforming. And in June, you might set upon yourself some new directions, some new beginnings. So good for you, Capricorn. Not a bad reading. Hope you got something out of this. So I want to say thank you for watching the video. Again, please like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. I hope that you take care. I wish you well, be well. And as always, until we meet again, I wish you only happy readings.